Hello everyone, I'm honored to share my research with you today. The title of my presentation is Research on the Coupling Coordination Degree of Land-Intensive Use and Sustainable Development in Shrinking Cities, a case study of Northeast China. This project was conducted under the guidance of my supervisor, ISOCARP. My research focuses on land-intensive use in shrinking cities, exploring the coupling coordination relationship between the degree of land-intensive use and the level of its sustainable development. It reviews the crucial role that intensive land use plays in the sustainable development of shrinking cities, providing insights for future spatial planning and sustainability efforts. First, let's dive into the research background. The phenomenon of shrinking cities in China is severe, leading to significant human-environment conflicts. Meanwhile, land use policies continue to develop under a growth-oriented planning concept, resulting in urban land expansion. The relationship between land use intensity and urban economic, social, and environmental systems is dialectical and merely causal, significantly impacting urban sustainability. My study covers two main areas: the human-environment relationship in shrinking cities, land use in the sustainable development of shrinking cities. The focus is on Heilongjiang, Jilin, and Liaoning provinces, located in the core of Northeast Asia, adjacent to North Korea and Russia. Between 2010 and 2020, 20 prefecture-level cities in these provinces experienced population shrinkage, accounting for approximately 60% of the region. In evaluating land-intensive use, this paper employs the entropy method to measure the stages, types, and spatial distribution characteristics of land use in shrinking cities. For the analysis of coupling coordination, the coupling coordination degree model and the geographic spatial analysis methods are utilized to examine the temporal and spatial differentiation patterns between land-intensive use and sustainable development. A comprehensive evaluation framework was constructed, drawing on existing literature and input-output therapy, focusing on land use intensity, output-input efficiency, and sustainability across four subsystems: economy, livelihood, resources, and environment. Below is about spatial and temporal evolution characteristics of land-intensive use. The level of land-intensive use has regressed over the past decade, with ongoing extensive land use issues. About regional variations, land-intensive use levels are generally higher in the south than in the north, and in the east than in the west, forming a contiguous and extremely impoverished area in the northeastern border region of Heilongjiang province. Coupling coordination degree. The overall coupling coordination degree shows a fluctuating trend in a slight increase, predominantly remaining in an antagonistic stage, characterized by high coupling and low coordination. Significant spatial heterogeneity exists in the coupling coordination degree, with cities along the Harbin-Dalian axis generally exhibiting higher levels, showcasing a pronounced core edge phenomenon. This paper obtains the following research results. The patterns of intensive land use across the three northeastern provinces closely align with urban shrinkage distribution. the system remains in an antagonistic stage with slow development, highlighting an incomplete transition from imbalance to coupled coordination. This research reveals the developmental laws of intensive land use in Northeast China, providing guidance for spatial planning in shrinking cities. It clarifies the relationship between land use and sustainable development, directing efforts to enhance sustainability in these areas and broadening the academic perspective on shrinking cities. The team will quantitatively evaluate land use issues in shrinking cities and track interdisciplinary collaborative governance processes, aiming to establish planning pathways that adapt to population decline and promote urban sustainability. Thank you for listening, and welcome any questions or comments you may have.